I do want to talk a little bit about now. This is a story that I don't even know if you were following it because it happened so long ago. But to give
Mhm.
people like the TLDR is that there was this narrative about somebody at J6 having a pipe bomb, and that somebody had put it there. Certainly, it was a Trump supporter. Now, the thing never detonated, from what I remember correctly,
Mhm.
and it was just always this thing that people kind of believed was an op, like like the cops put it there or the feds put it there, or and it's been something that really nobody's been able to prove. Now, there were definitely people on that day that trespassed and damaged property,
Yeah.
and they should have been charged accordingly.
Right.
None They were not. I mean, they were charged as enemies of the state, which is not accordingly, but they did, I don't care if they would have gave them trespassing tickets or damaging property tickets or anything like that. Not Now they don't do that for the Free Palestine queerdos,
Yep.
but they, which they storm these buildings all the time.
Mhm.
But there was also this weird narrative from the right, or from the left, I'm sorry, it was that like, oh, all these Trump supporters were armed and they were doing all this stuff and they brought explosives and all this stuff. And it all hinged on this pipe bomb thing. So
Right.
now brand new footage, I don't know, what is it, 4 years later now? Somebody allegedly put an explosive by the Democratic National like Convention Center or whatever, or the
Uh-huh.
DNC committee. And you see new bombshell footage shows a cop carrying a bag into the DNC headquarters in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. About 15 minutes later, the famous quote pipe bomb was discovered.
Oh.
Now it's 100% confirmed that our own government was involved. Now, that is not, I think this guy, again, he's like, this Beasy guy is the new Dom Lucree, who just
Uh-huh.
like tweets out completely fake. Like, this footage is good enough.
Right. Right.
Just because 15 minutes later the item was found does not, in fact, 100%
Yeah,
prove
that's not a
anything.
he's gotta be careful with his verbiage because you can get sued and stuff if you
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
"This is 100% proof," when it's not actual. I mean, it's very compelling, but
Mhm.
to say it's 100% proof, I mean, we don't have quite that. But I mean,
Yeah.
I would believe that. I mean, look at even what was happening with the BLM riots and
Right.
all of that. There were pallets of bricks
Yeah.
planted in these
Yeah.
places. So it definitely seems plausible that that there were people wanting these things to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely, I mean, the pallets of bricks thing is definitely one of the more one of those definite big red flags.
Yeah.
In this particular case, in this footage, it's being presented by people on the right as absolute evidence. I mean, it is, of course, clearly not that. You don't see him take it out of his bag and then
Yeah.
put it on the ground. You just see him in the building and then 15 minutes later. But it does warrant perhaps, a further investigation maybe,
Yep.
or, asking some more, questions and stuff like that. So here's the video. You can see here's a cop arriving. All right. I mean, again, just because he has a bag also does not prove anything.
Right.
I just try to like hold red flags, put it in the bags. So he just, I mean, he walks with a, but this doesn't prove anything. Like,
No, I mean it's compelling. It's good to have the footage, but to say
yeah.
it's absolute proof, that's definitely not the case here. Also, where is this footage coming from? Is this from like
This
a
looks like a street cam. That's what
okay.
it looks like. But, like, now here he comes out. I mean, is it possible? All it does is place him in the area. I just think it doesn't look good when, like, conservatives are like, "Oh my god, we got him, boys." And it's like,
Right.
it doesn't prove anything. It just proves that a cop was in the
It
area
could have been
era
a bag
area.
of donuts for all we know.
It's just as likely. Yeah, it's just as likely. Now, do I believe it's possible? Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
100% possible. I think, with everything that happened on was it July 13th, with President Trump,
Mhm.
I now am firmly in the anything is possible
Oh,
camp,
yeah.
but I don't like that conservative media is like, "Ooh, we finally got him." It's like,
Well, that's
"Mm,
the thing is when you run with these narratives or say this is 100% proof or this or that, then you're making yourself less credible and you're making your side less credible. It's important to realize, hey, I don't want. Look at what the left does all the time. All their hyperboles, all of this,
yeah,
anything that will fit their narrative, they'll flat out lie to or anything like that to fit their narrative. That's all that matters to them. So the right definitely doesn't need to follow those
yeah,
those
yeah."
same patterns. It's
This
like,
doesn't
okay.
it warrants investigation.
Yeah.
Maybe they could find another video of him with the bag, and they can figure out they can have some sort of chain of custody with it,
Yep.
or, I'm just gonna call it satchel, so people stop making fun of the way I say bag. With the satchel, maybe I don't know. It warrants some further investigation. Maybe there's another angle, but this angle doesn't prove anything. And like this guy just stole the video, by the way. He's just like, oh, I'm going to give credit by tagging them instead of actually showing the person
Mm,
with 700,000 who actually shared the video. Um,
right.
Again, they put recently discovered video from J6 shows an individual believed to be police carrying a satchel towards the location where the explosive was found. This is about 15 minutes before another officer, quote, discovered the device. Another shady moment in this unsolved mystery. That is a fine way to
Oh
quote
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's fine. What this guy did was steal her video and then just
Yep.
say, now it's been 100% confirmed. Like, I think that these guys are,
Well,
ops. They're
that's one
not
thing
good.
though is X having monetization on
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
definitely now we see a lot of stuff like this. Um a lot of just, oh, okay, this can get viral. I can make money off of this.
yeah,
And I mean, on one hand, it's like, okay, yeah, it's nice to get paid for tweets. I was making them anyway. But on the other hand, you do see a lot of disingenuous posts now that are just there for the money. But then you get people accusing us of doing the same thing for stuff that it's like,
yeah,
"Ooh, we've been tweeting like this, or me using the F slur. First of all, I don't even get paid for that
yeah,
one video that went really viral of me using that. I didn't get paid for that. That did not get monetized. So the people will accuse you of doing what these people are doing. And it's like, no, I was already, this was just for fun for me.
yeah.
But yeah, sadly, this is the
I have
thing
not
now.
made any additional tweets with making money in mind, but I guarantee you
Yeah, same.
I could probably hire somebody to just follow all of these accounts that steal
Yeah.
from each other and just do the same thing to them and probably at least cover their salary.
I
Like,
know you
I just like,
could.
here's 10 people, just everything they tweet, just steal it and post it. There's literally no penalty
Yep.
for it. I
I
mean,
see so many accounts doing that, even of things like, "Hey guys, here's a thread about what this celebrity what they said about this other celebrity." And then I'll see a week later someone else tweet the exact same thing with the exact same pictures, and
yeah.
it's like, wow, they're really yeah, it's a business for them.
Yeah, and it's annoying when I see the same post over and over again. There's
Yeah.
actually a plugin now, which I guess if this is what they mean by their language, I might actually pay for it.
Yeah.
It blocks reposters. So like
Good.
it's like I want first of all, look, it's fine. Like we all, do it. I'll take like a article from Daily News and be like, "Oh, that's curious."
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't bother me. It's the ones that are like, "Oh my god, it's 101 and 7 people that I follow all posted the exact same tweet by 102 and it's my entire timeline."
Yep.
I hate that. It's like
Yep.
somebody just has a bot and it's like, "Oh, just anything Jack Posobiec tweets, steal it. Anything that Ian Miles Strong tweets, steal it. Anything that, and just set it up and then forget it." Like I could now I'm thinking about it, I should probably just do
That's
that.
so annoying, and that's what makes the For You, tab, insufferable because that's
Garbage.
all
Yeah.
I'm seeing on the For You tab, and I feel like it keeps getting worse because used to it was like, "Oh, okay, I like to check out the For You tab just to see new stuff that's relevant to my interests and new accounts and all that." Well, now it's just regurgitated stolen tweets or just rage farming or just
Yeah.
anything to try to make this tweet viral. It's all bait. And now I just like to stick with the following tab because it's just terrible.
Yeah, I started just muting people that I see
Yeah.
that just repost stuff. This isn't just a dump on whoever this guy is. There's a million people like George
Right.
who just have solid followings and just steal it. I mean, this is just literally, I stole her content. I added one sentence, 50,000 likes,
Yeah.
1.9 million views. You know, it's like, that should not be, by the way, to be fair, this Julie Kelly person doesn't own this security footage.
Right.
I don't, I don't assume. But you could just follow these people. I bet you look, this was 23 hours ago. I bet you this was also 23 hours ago. No, he's still, yes, it
No, that
was.
is 23 hours
Yeah,
ago.
that
Yeah.
is funny. Yeah, he literally just stole it in real time. Yep, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the modern era of monetization.